This video walks you through the study planners. You need to have a realistic deadline in mind when preparing for the patent bar exam. People have passed the patent bar using our course in as little as a few weeks, even with no prior knowledge of patent law. Others have spread the coursework out over a full year. When it comes to your deadline, do what makes the most sense for you, and more importantly, do what is most realistic based on your schedule. Here are a few factors to consider when deciding on your deadline for taking the exam. Your background. How many hours per week you have to study. Whether or not you need long breaks, possibly up to a week or two, between bursts of studying. What other commitments you may have, or will have during your planned study period. And finally, how difficult you find the material. We offer detailed 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 12-month study plans. You choose what works best for you based on the factors you want to consider. We know you may be tempted to jump right into step 3, which is the PAT exam engine, to save time and see if you can score well on the practice exams. Unfortunately, if you take this approach, you'll only become good at memorizing the answers to the specific questions in our test database. You won't learn much of the material. On test day, you probably won't achieve a passing score. That's because you won't know how to answer the new questions that will undoubtedly come up. The best advice is to follow our recommended strategy and put in the study time necessary to pass. That way, you'll learn the material. You'll be able to answer the new questions that will most certainly crop up on your test. As you can see, there is a lot of material in this course. If you actually go through it all and work at it, then you will know a great deal about patent law. So the real predictor of your success on the exam is whether or not your study plan is realistic. You want to make sure you can actually fit the recommended number of hours per week of study in. That way you can be fully prepared. The study planners hold you accountable for working through the material before you take the exam. The test is really just a test of how much you know about patent law. You either know enough to pass it or you have not yet gone through enough to pass it. Enrolling in this course doesn't get you a passing score. Obviously, you have to actually consume the course to learn enough to pass. As you can see, whether you pass or fail really depends on how well you can stay on track with your preparations. So please review our study schedule options and plan accordingly. It's a very important part of passing this exam. If you leave your study schedule up to chance, then chances are you may not get around to taking the exam. If you have no idea where to start, use the Study Planner Wizard. This is a short assessment that'll help give you an idea of which plan to select. Download the right study plan for you and then transfer the tasks over to a calendar if you'd like. This section also includes a checklist that you may want to download if you prefer having a hard copy of your progress. It shows you the main parts to the program along with checkboxes. So download and print that out if you think you'll need it. Once you have your study planner selected, let's keep moving forward and begin step 1. That's it for this walkthrough. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel while you're here. Then check out the tools and programs we offer on patenteducationseries.com. Pass the patent bar exam and get started on your career in patent law.